week theory class regarding kidney function test. Yeah, Jayasuriya absent. Pramod. Pramod, give answer on the titles what we have discussed in the previous class. Yeah, Jayasuriya, proceed. Make it fast. One of you try to explain now. Whoever attended class properly can give explanation on urine analysis what we have discussed in the last class. Under urine analysis, we have discussed a physical and macroscopic examination of urine sample, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, say no.
Volume, color, appearance, order, specific, gravity, pH.
Yeah. What are the normal range and what disease it will indicate?
Volume 24 hours, ma'am. 600 ml to 2000 ml. Polyuria, ma'am. Below more than 2000 ml means it causes polyuria.
Okay.
Oliguria less than 400 ml. Anuria, absence of urination of or below than 100 ml of urine. Color color நிறைய இருக்கு மேம். Hematuria, hemoglobinuria.
Thank you. Let me ask other factors to others. Sanjay Vasan, you can give answers on remaining parameters of physical examination of urine. Sanjay Vasan, are you there? Soundarya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Sanjay Vasan, proceed. If Soundarya is ready with the answer, you can give answers, ma.
Ma'am, the color of urine, ma'am. Colorless, dilutirine, red color, hematuria,
Okay.
yellow, green, biliverdin, orange or orange brown, procobilinogen.
Okay, next factor. Say about remaining factors, ma. Soundarya. Amali Sandra. Next, Amali Sandra, give answers. Gautam. Indrajit.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, give answer, ma'am.
Ma'am, next is specific gravity.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is compared with the specific gravity of urine is compared with water. Ma'am.
Okay.
The specific gravity of water is 1.00 and the specific gravity of urine is 1.003. So it depends on the state of hydration.
Okay. You complete with remaining
there are
factors also, okay?
Okay. There are three methods of measuring specific gravity. The urinometer method, reagent strip method, and refractometer method.
Yeah.
Next is reaction and pH. The pH is used to find the acidity and alkalinity of urine. The normal range is 4.6 to
Okay. Thank you, Indrajit.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's move on to the remaining part of urine analysis. So in this contents of urine, the kidney function test of unit 9, we have discussed till now about role of kidney, and under laboratory tests for normal functions includes urine analysis. In that we have seen about macroscopic and physical examination, and for quantitative and semi-quantitative tests, just refer your lab manual and observation what are the tests you have carried out, qualitative and quantitative tests. You have done for normal and abnormal constituents of urine. Those tests you have to study well. And then quantitative estimation of urine chloride, creatinine, sugar, calcium, this all you have performed. So those tests to be included under urine analysis. So now today we will discuss about test for NPN constituents. The remaining tests we will be discussing. And in this title also, creatinine, blood creatinine estimation, urine creatinine estimation, already you are studying in practicals, you are doing in practicals. The same procedure for the determination of creatinine in blood and urine sample can be studied, okay. And for urea and uric acid, in the forthcoming practicals, we will be discussing about the determination of urea and uric acid. In the coming practical classes, I will give explanation on urea and uric acid estimation. And you can refer your manual also for the methods followed for blood urea and blood uric acid determinations, okay, quantitative determinations. And today let's move on to the creatinine and urea clearance test. So in that, first we'll see creatinine clearance. It is the most significant topic, and frequently you will get question on this in university exams. So now let's move on to the today's content, that is test for NPN constituents, in that creatinine test. Okay. So we are going to see about test for NPN constituents. NPN means non-protein nitrogen constituents. In that we are going to discuss about creatinine, urea clearance, and then determination of blood and urine creatinine, urea and uric acid. Okay. How urea is determined, uric acid is determined, what are the tests used to determine creatinine, what are the name of the test used to determine both blood urine and blood and urine sample of those constituents. Okay. And let's see what is NPN. It is non-protein nitrogen fraction, and it represents around 25% of the total nitrogen content. Total nitrogen content in the body, it represents 25%. The non-protein nitrogen compounds are urea. It comprises of 45% among non-protein nitrogen compounds. So urea composed of major amount in NPN constituents. And then free amino acids, that is of 16%, then creatine 2.4%, creatinine 1.7%, then ammonium nitrogen, nitrogen present in ammonium, it is 1%, then uric acid 2.1%, and other compounds as nucleosides, nucleotides, and polyamines 2 to 5%. So this is the constituents. Now, these are the non-protein nitrogenous constituents and its composition in the body. Among all the constituents, you are going to see about urea, creatinine, and uric acid. Here are the chemical structures of non-protein nitrogen compounds. You can find the nitrogen, presence of nitrogen in the chemical structure. It is creatinine, urea, and uric acid. Now let's see creatinine clearance. It is an important title, okay? And what is creatinine and creatinine clearance means? Creatinine is a waste product that your body constantly makes during normal muscle breakdown. Okay, so it is a waste product that your body constantly makes during the normal muscle breakdown. Then your kidneys filter creatinine from the blood, kidneys filter creatinine, where it gets filtered in glomerulus. Okay, glomerulus, it is filtered into Bowman's capsule, right? So your kidneys filter creatinine from the blood into the urine and reabsorb almost none of it. So no creatinine is reabsorbed, but it is filtered from the blood, excreted in the urine. It is not reabsorbed back. That's why creatinine level is very low, right? Blood creatinine already we have discussed in the practicals. No, Jaff's method is used to determine the blood creatinine level, and it should be low since it is excreted in the urine by means of filtering through the glomerulus. Okay. So the amount of blood the kidneys can make creatinine free each minute is called the creatinine clearance. Got it? What is creatinine clearance? The amount of blood the kidneys can make creatinine free. How much blood the kidneys are filtering the creatinine present in the blood. How much blood is getting filtered for creatinine by the kidneys is known as creatinine clearance. That means creatinine is cleared from blood since it is waste product, right? So where it is removed, where it is cleared at kidneys. What is clearing? By means of glomerulus, where glomerulus is present in the nephron. Okay. And this is important since accumulation of creatinine in blood will indicate the kidney failure or kidney impairment or kidney dysfunction. So to know about kidney functions, we should analyze the constituent creatinine. Okay, so only creatinine is the normal constituent present in means urine sample what you have tested by Jaff's method, right? In urine sample, creatinine definitely will be there since kidneys are filtering the creatinine present in the blood. So it will be eliminated through urine only. That's why we can analyze as normal constituent. Creatinine definitely will be there in the urine. Where abnormal constituents, it will be present only in abnormal conditions in excess. But creatinine is normal constituent but in minimum amount. Okay. And it is cleared from the blood. That process is called creatinine clearance. Clearance represents clearing, emptying of creatinine or creatinine free blood produced from the kidney, by the kidney. That is called as creatinine clearance. Creatinine is what? It is a waste product when it is produced during muscle breakdown. Okay. And no creatinine is reabsorbed in the tubules, in the nephron or in the kidney. Reabsorbed means it is not absorbed back. It is only excreted out from the blood. And that process is called creatinine clearance. Got it? Now let's see what is the normal range of creatinine and creatinine clearance. Creatinine clearance, normal range of creatinine already we have seen in the practical, right? For male and female, how much quantity it should be? It should be below 2 milligram per deciliter, around less than 2, right? That is of nearly 0.9 to 1.4 milligram per deciliter for male and 0.8 to 1.2 milligram per deciliter for female, right? That is the normal creatinine level, blood creatinine level. What is blood creatinine level? Then creatinine clearance in a healthy young person is about 95 milliliters. A young healthy person is about 95 milliliters per minute for women and 120 milliliters per minute for men. Okay, this creatinine clearance in volumes along with the urine. 95 milliliters per minute, it is cleared from the blood in women, and for men 120 ml. This means each minute that person's kidneys clear 95 to 120 ml of blood with free of creatinine. That means blood free of creatinine. Creatinine free blood is produced in each minute. Around 95 to 120 ml of blood is cleared with the creatinine by kidneys. Then the glomerular filtration rate, GFR, can vary depending on and it is noted with the filtration rate, since glomerulus only filtering the creatinine, right? So it is based on glomerulus function and filtration rate. We could monitor the normal range of creatinine clearance, and it will be varying with age, sex, and size of the size represents mass, okay, muscle mass, that is representing size here. When muscle mass is increasing, this creatinine level also will be increased, okay. So that it depends on all these factors: age, sex, and size, glomerular filtration rate. And generally, the creatinine clearance is a good estimation of glomerular filtration rate. Hope you have understood how it is related with the GFR. GFR is what? Glomerular filtration rate. All of you listening, right? Okay. So creatinine clearance is what? It is creatinine is filtered by glomerulus from the blood. From the blood, so that blood is getting creatinine free blood. How much it is clearing? 95 to 120 ml per minute. In 1 minute, this much milliliter has been cleared with creatinine by means of kidneys. So it depends on this clearing rate, will be depending on depending on glomerular filtration rate. If kidney functions normally, the filtration will be normal. Even creatinine also will be exist with the normal rate. If glomerulus or kidney function is improper, then you can find either increased amount or less amount of creatinine clear. So blood creatinine level will be automatically increased. It will not be cleared. Okay. So that is why GFR is important, and it is the indication of kidney function. So it is one of the kidney function tests, major kidney function test. Creatinine clearance test is major kidney function test. So we could find any problem related to kidney by means of testing this creatinine clearance. And why this test is done? Doctors use creatinine and creatine. Another one is creatine. Creatine it is not there in your syllabus. Creatine will not be having. This is the spelling for creatine. Test to check how well your kidneys work, and this is called renal function. That's what I said. No, it will tell about renal function, whether it functions properly or not. And testing the rate of creatinine clearance shows the kidney's ability to filter the blood. It says about the normal function of kidney, that is kidney's ability to filter the blood for creatinine. As renal function gets worse, creatinine clearance also goes down. So creatinine level in blood will be increased. If kidney is not functioning properly, what happens? Clearance will not be done properly. So creatinine level will be automatically increased in the blood. That's why we need to test for either glomerular filtration rate can be monitored, or we can monitor the blood creatinine level. So that we can analyze whether kidney is functioning properly or not, or if any diseases persist or not can be finalized. Okay, and how the test is done. Preparing for a creatinine test is, before you take a creatinine test, your doctor may tell you not to eat cooked meat for 24 hours. But studies show that it can raise your creatinine levels for a short time. If you are not eating, that will also increase the creatinine level for a short time only. Then how is the test is done? It is done in two modes, urine test and blood test, right? Urine creatinine we can analyze, and blood creatinine we can analyze to know the normal level of creatinine. Urine creatinine, what method you have used? Commonly used method to determine the creatinine present in urine and blood are JAFS method, using picric acid, alkaline picric acid. That you have to remember. How you are performing in the lab, the same procedure you can write along with this given points. Creatinine clearance can be pinpointed by measuring the amount of creatinine in a sample of urine collected over 24 hours. And for this method, you store all your urine in a plastic jug for 1 day and then bring it for testing. And this method is inconvenient, but it may be necessary to diagnose some kidney conditions. So during that 24-hour specimen only is taken. But you people have taken the fresh sample to analyze urine creatinine and blood creatinine. And that way also we can perform. And blood test, doctors can estimate glomerular filtration rate using a single blood level of creatinine, which they enter into the formula. I mean, the blood test, through blood test, whatever creatinine level is found will be applied in the formula to calculate glomerular filtration rate. That we'll be seeing how GFR is calculated in the coming slides. And different formulas take into account your age, sex, and sometimes weight and ethnicity. So taking all these parameters, we can calculate the glomerular filtration rate, since it is varying according to the age, sex, and weight of the individuals. So taking this consideration, factors as consideration, even creatinine clearance and glomerular filtration rate are calculated. Okay, and the higher the blood creatinine level, the lower the estimated GFR and creatinine clearance. Right? If blood creatinine level is increased, what it tells the information. If the level is increased, definitely kidney is not functioning properly. That means it is GFR will be reduced, filtration rate will be reduced. That's why creatinine has been increased, and creatinine clearance also will be reduced. That's why increased blood creatinine level we can find. Now let's see about GFR approximation using creatinine clearance. Creatinine is a what? Breakdown product. Just a minute. I have noted GFR calculation. I think I have missed that slide. After blood test and urine test of creatinine, you can find how here in the slide you can find how the glomerular filtration rate is calculated. Okay, urine into urine in actually milliliter per milligram is calculated. Then urine flow in milliliter, that is multiplied with urine flow in milliliter per minute. Then plasma divided by plasma in milliliter per milligram, where X is the substance that is completely excreted. For here X can be substituted with creatinine, urine creatinine. When you are analyzing, where you can analyze urine creatinine by means of JAFS method, taking urine sample, where we can say with milligram per ml. You are calculating in 100 ml, right? So in the same way, it is converted to per ml. 1 ml, how much milligram it is, that you can substitute here. Then plasma. Plasma represents blood creatinine level, how much it is, that reading also to be substituted. So if you divide both the readings, you will be getting glomerular filtration rate. So to know about glomerular filtration rate, we need to calculate the urine creatinine amount and blood creatinine amount, and that is divided to know about GFR. Okay, and GFR rate is compared at various stages to know about the kidney function. Stage 1 represents if the GFR is 90 or greater, it says about normal kidney function. More than 90 it should be 90, or more than 90 indicates the normal function. If it decreases below 90, that is from 60 to 89, represents mild decline in kidney function. Then 45 to 69, below 60, represents mild to moderate decline in kidney function. If below 45, 30 to 44, then moderate to severe decline in kidney function. 15 to 29, severe decline in kidney function, where GFR less than 15, kidney failure, usually requiring dialysis. So these are the indications or various stages how GFR is compared with the kidney function. So GFR is, calculating GFR is one of the kidney function tests, and calculating creatinine clearance is part of kidney function test. Okay. And creatinine is a breakdown product. Now let's see how creatinine clearance is calculated from GFR. Okay. Now you have seen how GFR is calculated. Now we'll move on to the creatinine clearance calculation. So it is a breakdown product of dietary meat and creatine phosphate found in skeletal muscle. Breakdown of skeletal muscle only producing creatinine we have seen, right? And it should be removed from the blood through glomerulus, through the kidneys. Its production in the body is depend on muscle mass. I told already muscle mass, since breakdown of muscle only creating more creatinine. So it is according to the weight only creatinine production also will be increased. The creatinine clearance, CrCl represents creatinine clearance rate, approximates the calculation of GFR. GFR is glomerular filtration rate, since the glomerulus freely filters creatinine. Now here you can see the formula. One formula I have taken as example, Cockcroft-Gault formula. Cockcroft-Gault formula. Through this formula we can calculate estimated creatinine clearance rate, that is ECCR. It is calculated with the following formula, that is 140 minus age into mass in kilogram, weight of the individual, then into 0.85 if female. For male, no reading is required to substitute here. Only if female, then 0.85 should be added. Then this divided by 72 into serum creatinine level. So estimated creatinine clearance rate is calculated based on serum creatinine level by JAFS method. Whatever it is calculated in milligram per deciliter can be substituted here. And according to the given readings, if you substitute age and weight and all, you will get the creatinine clearance. And you people also can calculate with your readings what you have got for urine creatinine and blood creatinine, and you can calculate the GFR and creatinine clearance, and you mention in the observation also. Okay. So you will be thorough about what is creatinine clearance and how to calculate glomerular filtration rate. And write in the discussion part what is the use of this test, GFR and CLCR. Okay. And testing results for creatinine clearances, creatinine levels above the normal range correlate with the reduction of GFR and indicate renal dysfunction, right? Creatinine, here you take as creatinine only. Just a second. So creatinine level above the normal range correlate with the reduction of GFR and indicate renal dysfunction. This is what we have discussed till now, right? Reduction in GFR represents increased creatinine level, that represents decreased renal function. Now let's see the creatinine level, how it is compared with the GFR. Creatinine 1 milligram per deciliter is the baseline for a given patient with normal GFR. One only, no point. So function of GFR also means the kidney is also normal. GFR rate, that is around 90. Normal GFR rate 90. And if creatinine is 2 milligram per deciliter, that represents a 50% reduction in the GFR. So glomerular filtration rate will be 50% reduced. That means kidney kidney dysfunction has been started. Then creatinine 4 milligram per deciliter represents 70 to 85% reduction in the GFR. Rate will be 70 to 85% will be reduced. Then with creatinine with 8 milligram per deciliter, this creatinine represents blood creatinine. Okay, 8 milligram per deciliter is 90 to 95% reduction in the GFR. So this indicates already we have seen under GFR itself what are the stages of kidney function. So kidney function and kidney failure can be monitored by knowing about creatinine level and GFR level. If creatinine level is increased, GFR function also will be, rate also will be reduced, kidney function also will be reduced. This is what we can analyze from the creatinine clearance test. And remaining test like urine clearance test and urine concentration test and urine tract calculi. This test will be discussed in the next class. Now have you clear with the creatinine test? Creatinine clearance test. You have done the quantitative estimation of urine creatinine and blood creatinine, right? That is to know only the normal level of creatinine. That is to be substituted in the formulas given to calculate the GFR rate and creatinine clearance rate by applying in this formula. Then we can come to the conclusion about the kidney function, whether it functions normally or medium function or kidney failure can be monitored. Okay. This is the important topic under kidney function test. Read properly. Okay. Is there any doubt? If you are clear, then we'll discuss in the next class. On Tuesday, mostly you will be having theory class. Okay. Since I have to complete this full portion, since it is included in your second sessional. Okay. Next week will be your theory class. Next Tuesday, last hour will be your theory class with the same title. We'll complete other remaining tests also, like urea clearance and other tests what I have mentioned. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Go to biochemistry books for further studies. Okay, ma'am.